Alright then guys, what is up? I'm Asgard's Champ. Welcome to episode 43 of my playthrough for Total War 3 Kingdoms. Let's have a quick little recap as to what was going on when we last left it. The reason being I've had a week off and didn't upload anything last week, so I need to refresh my own memory as well. So let's have a go at that. So the one thing I do remember is that we're at war with Yanbaihu, and we recently vassalized Sausap, so Duchy of Wu, or Wei, sorry. And they're helping us out here, fighting against Yanbaihu. And I think the plan was, once we've taken him, we were going to head north and probably sort of initiate some sort of war with the Duchy of, or the Kingdom of Song. We need to kind of have a think about what that's going to look like, because it's, you know, he's got quite a massive kingdom here, to be honest. This dark brown flag here is his. And yeah, he's got lots of vassals as well, so we need to be careful. We do have an ally over here in the Duchy, or the Kingdom of Shuhan, which I think is Liu Bei's faction, or it was at least, but they're not doing too well, as you can see, so doesn't fill me with confidence. Shi Hui down here as well is also the vassal of Kingdom of Song, and they're right behind us, so that's something we need to watch out for. It might be that we have to help them become independent, just so that they don't, you know, fight against us. Anyway, with that all said, I guess we just jump straight into it. Just before we do, guys, as well, links in the description below to my social media. It's Twitter and Instagram there. If you want to give me a follow, that's greatly appreciated. And I guess we just carry on with what we were doing. I think we'll be at the end of a turn here. We normally are. Yeah, it looks like everybody, barring a couple of armies here who are stationed in defence, looks like they've all moved. So yeah, I think it's time for a new turn. We don't really have the funds to build anything, although we've got a nice healthy income, which I wasn't aware of, so that's good. But yeah, let's continue and see what happens in between turns here. Alright then, so it looks like the Kingdom of Song are sending people after Yanbaihu as well. Don't think, I mean, they'd have to march through my lands to get them, so can't see them actually getting there before we manage to sort of kill them off, but we'll see, I guess. Something to keep in mind. See armies of the Duchy of Song flying around, it's probably for that reason. Okay, cool. We've got a new suit of armour as an ancillary, so that's cool as well. Let's check on these things. Got some buildings completed. That's nice, because that's actually increased our income even more, which is good. I think to the Workforce Distribution Office, if I remember right. No, sorry, it's this one. It's the Communal Workshops, which we can upgrade to the Currency Inspector Office, which reduces corruption. We've got 41% corruption here, which is loads. So let's construct this and try and get that dropped down as much as we can. Something we've been trying to kind of combat in the last few episodes, and it seems to have been working. My income's definitely increasing, which is good. Don't think there's anything else though. What about these large cities though? Actually, we might be able to maybe build something here, or not. Or the other one. No free building slots, although we can actually upgrade this building here. What does this do? Yeah, that's for population growth, which I don't want to mess with right now. Let's come back to all this at the end of the turn, I guess. People of merit, that's fine. Finest armor. What did we actually get? Cool. Nice Vanguard armor. We'll have to have a look and see who we can give that to. Moment. Now, it looks like, yeah, Yanbaihu is kind of set up in this town here, and we're outside it. Looks like South South as well. We want to be the ones to probably besiege this. I think if we besiege this town with Yanbaihu inside it, we can then attack this army without them being able to reinforce, is my understanding. So who do we want to besiege with? Probably this army here with the multi-shot crossbows. Let's just have them continue the siege. We'll start building some siege equipment, although we might not need it in the end. It's predicting a close defeat right now, but when we bring in all the rest of our armies and so on, that might change. Let's continue that. With Xiao Shuyu, let's try and attack this army here. Yeah, they don't want it. Carry on. Yeah, I think we can delegate this quite comfortably. That takes out their reinforcements as well, makes things a little bit easy for us, which is good. That's what we want.
Authority has been restored.
Bit of money, we should get heroism as well for this. And we didn't take... Well, we hardly took any casualties at all there. Gained some auxiliaries too. I think we'll just release these generals.
I am not without mercy.
We'll actually take the income because we don't need the replenishment.
Release them. Those who oppose
Just made
harmony
a bunch of enemies here by the looks of it. Alright, so we gained some more auxiliaries. Brown Thoroughbred and the Stone Rat. Killed one of them in battle. I'm not going to go through all these, there's tons of them, but needless to say, I'm sure we've made some rivals and friends from these armies here. Because I'm sure we probably were rivals with a lot of these guys, but when they fight together, they become friends and so on, lose the rivalries, that kind of thing. So hopefully all of that will help us. I want to try keep Cao Cao as pacified as possible, really. Now let's see if that changes the odds here, and this does. Maybe we want to wait. So there's only got one turn until their supplies deplete, and then they'll start taking attrition. It might be worth waiting for that, just to make this a little bit easier. Either that, or if Cao Cao's armies do come in closer, then we can use them as allies as well, and probably steamroll them. We've got my ally down here as well. This is it Shi Wu, if I remember rightly? Look. Yep, Shi Wu. He's also pushing north, which is good. Now, I've just remembered, actually, I did have an army over here. Yeah, Chen Diao. Yeah, we were moving him over to this right-hand side here, which I think we'll continue to do that, really. Are we marching him? We are marching him. No enemies nearby, so let's just keep him going.
As one, we move.
Will be a bit annoying is if we get there too late and these have already started getting taken by other people. So I did notice some of the Kingdom of Song's vassal armies coming down the river here. They're probably going to sail up. That's probably why they're heading through that way. So yeah, we want to obviously try and avoid losing any territory to them. I don't want any of their territory kind of behind me. I've already got one of their vassals behind me. I don't want any more drama in that regard. We've also got Sun Ren over here, who is in range of this settlement, I believe. So let's move her along.
Let rage fly.
Strangely enough, that delegating this one, it's not as much of a landslide as I would have thought. I kinda don't want to really wait any longer, but I think I'm going to have to starve these guys out for a turn or two. I did think I'd be able to kind of steamroll all these guys, but never mind. And yeah, I think we'll move with Sun Ren right up the kind of westernmost point of Yanbahu's territory here. We'll bring them back in east that way. Yeah, meet up with these two armies here and take the rest of it, I guess. I don't think it should take too long to get these guys finished off. Cao Cao's armies are around as well, and Shi Wu. A few more turns, I think, and then they're pretty much done for. After that, then it's going to be decision time. So I guess we'll see. How far are we actually off next rank for Kingdom? So we've got 60 points, 60 prestige we need to make up. That's not the easiest thing in the world to do. At least it's not going to be particularly quick. We need to start spending some of our money on upgrading buildings and that kind of thing, I guess. So I guess we should probably just do that now. I might just take a few minutes here. We're actually building up buildings here already. Think of it. Well, I'll spend a few minutes and I'll check through these other settlements here. And then I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so there wasn't too much in the way of prestige that we could gain from any buildings we could make, but we do have a lot of things already being built which are going to help us with that. So hopefully within the next few turns our prestige should rise a little bit. One thing I did notice though was that our food may take a bit of a hit as a result of this. All these buildings here, at least some of them. So yeah, I've tried to go through and upgrade any food production buildings where I can. However, not too many actually, so that might become a bit of a concern as these buildings start getting finished, but we'll tackle that. I think maybe with the next reform we might have to kind of have a look at the peasantry and farming route and see if there's any upgrades we can get to those buildings for food production, that kind of thing. But either way, I think for this turn we'll leave it there. We do actually have a spy action. This spies and things is something I've not even messed with at all in this campaign, and that's probably very silly of me. Again, learning as we go. I've just kind of not engaged with it at all, really. Wonder if there's anyone we can actually put in as a spy. I imagine putting someone in who's not very satisfied with us is probably a bad idea. We can recruit people here as well. Yeah, again, I don't really want to mess with it right now. I can have 2 spies though. Guess what we could do is actually just pop into the... I think you do it through the court. We can actually fill these positions as well. We've definitely got the money to do it. You know, actually, I'm going to spend a little bit of time fixing up this court here, because I think some of these guys probably want a high court position. Get these guys moved up, and I might recruit a couple of people, maybe just to act as spies. I'll go through candidates and kind of see where their past allegiances were and that kind of thing. So again, bear with me. I'll be back in a second, and hopefully all this will be sorted. Cool, so I've sorted the court out here, and it actually means that we're making way more money, which is good. I think it's due to having another administrator dropping corruption in one of our commanderies, and also a prime minister who drops corruption sort of faction-wide and increases public order and lots of other things, so that's going to be good, I think. The other thing I noticed, I did take someone on to be a spy, however, they're not showing up in the list as of yet, and I think I might be out of money maybe, that might be why, because I've only got 600, I think it costs a bit more than that to recruit someone. Because I just recruited this person, it might be that I have to wait a turn. It was someone who I checked their kind of past allegiances, and none of them were to our enemies, so hopefully that bodes well for a spy if we're going to send him against the Duchy of Song, for example. Yeah, there we go, there's all the appointments we just made. And with that, I think we'll end the turn there. So the Kingdom of Song here want me to pay them 3,500 per turn for military access, which doesn't even benefit me, so no, you can go with, please.
As you wish.
Oh, okay then, so I've got their general here. That's frustrating. Let's, I think that might have been Chang Diao, maybe? I think he was the one who was heading over to the eastern side of Yanbahu's territory, but either way we need to replace him, so he was a sentinel character, wasn't he? This event here, that's a bit frustrating. This event is behind. Can't get rid of this window. I feel like just taking the easy route here and clicking this neither button. I can't actually close this without selecting something, but I can't see what they do, so yeah, let's just do neither on that. There we go, now we can choose a general. I don't think I've got... I do have a sentinel here. I'd like to try and keep them, you know, the same type of general, just because the benefits they give to the troops and that kind of thing, so let's do that. Oh, so it's Wu Yan. He died by natural causes at the age of 69. Fair enough. Buildings, a few more built there. We've actually increased our food production quite massively. That's also by appointing Grand Director. That increased food production, so that kind of allays my fear that we had in the previous turn. Good. People of merit, that's fine. Ancillaries gained. We gained a bodyguard. What's he do? Gives 4 instinct, melee evasion, and result. Cool. I do need to go through my characters again, actually, and give them, well, check the gear and so on, because I've probably gathered more ancillaries that I can be using on them that I've not been doing, so. Anyway, traits gained there. One more appointment there, and death by natural causes. That's what we just dealt with. I'm not sure which army they belong to. Might have been this army down here.
Lead with strength.
Oh, well, it was one of them. It's fine. Okay, so we've got lots of our armies in here now. I think we can probably take Boyang. Yep, I think we can. Well, let's try demand surrender. I don't want to do that, so let's yeah, let's just delegate it. I think we've got enough to go with.
Justice cannot be denied.
We did take some casualties, but nothing too bad. Gained a nice little chunk of change there as well, and some heroism. Let's occupy this one.
My fire is rekindled.
Again, even more rivalries. Relationship lost. I don't even know what half these relationships will be. Probably these guys were rivals in the past. Yeah, we're now gaining rivalries with these guys, so that's fine. We'll leave that. Rank gained for someone, we'll check that in a second. A couple of deaths in battle. And some more traits gained, that's cool. Alright then, so it's this dude here who has leveled up. Let's actually give him us. And I do always like to take flexibility just because it increases the replenishment. It's a good one to have early on. Having the ability scare is quite good as well, though, reducing morale of enemy troops, especially when he's going to be some sort of like cavalry commander, which I think he is in this case. I'll take the replenishment to begin with, though. We can always go for the other one next turn. Cool. Actually got another rank up as well here for Xiao Shiyu. I think again we probably just give her horse if we can. Although if I take this one away from her, she's going to lose authority, which might push her down from being a legendary commander. We don't want to do. She's actually got fairly good gear other than that. What can we give? Again, we can give her flexibility as well, but on the other hand, we could also give her one of these that gives her authority, and then we can change her horse out as well. Do we want to do that, though? I don't think it's as important. I think we'll just go with flexibility again. Sweet. Right, what do we want to do with these guys then? So they've taken this settlement this turn, so they're not going anywhere. We do have Xiao Shiyu who we can move. I think Sun Ren can deal with this settlement here. And this one down here, I guess, can be dealt with by Xiao Shiyu. And then we'll send this army. Yan Yu Yin, we'll send him over to the east.
Towards destiny.
Oh, I didn't think about that actually. Probably should have kept them behind within our borders for that turn, but never mind, it's fine. Okay, and then let's just check on Zhang Diao as well.
With faith.
Keep him moving. I think next turn they can probably get there.
One route.
That'll be good. That taking these eastern settlements, that'll definitely help us. Our food just dropped down to 20. I'm not too sure why that's happened. Probably actually because we just took Poyang. These are damaged buildings. But yeah, they'll be consuming it. Look, 10 food there. That's why. What's this? Iron mine. So we can actually get prestige from this. Well, we already are. Might have to upgrade it a little bit more before we get any more prestige. You know what? Probably worth just upgrading it anyway. Any amount of prestige we can gain in the future is going to be good. So let's take this settlement as well. But still not a brilliant balance of power there. Didn't really want to starve them out anymore. It's because they've got quite good troops. I wonder if I should just fight this one on the battlefield. I've actually had a battle with this army in quite a while. You know what, let's do it. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. Why not? I mean, it might be an absolute disaster, but it might also be okay. So let's see. I'll be with you guys on the battlefield shortly then. Alright then, cool. So we've got a couple of entrances here. In fact, I think there is just 2 entrances. Yeah, the rest of this kind of goes back and we can't get in from anywhere over there. Ooh, that's interesting then. So that does make it a bit more difficult for me. Because they can just choke up these 2 positions here and I can't really do much about it. Alright, well, here's what it is. I'll set the troops up. I'll probably obviously split them into 2 halves. And then I will be back with you. Alright then guys, I'm not too sure if this is going to go well or not. We'll see, I guess. I mean, we do outnumber them. We should be okay, but I mean, a lot of our numbers are in this cavalry unit here. What I'm doing is I'm keeping these guys in the middle so that wherever it opens up first, we can get them in. Or if we see an opportunity to charge some, like, I don't know, sword units right in the front here, then I'll send the cav in first. I've pretty much split these forces up evenly, so 3 axemen, 2 spears. Axemen are going to go ahead, just because they're good against shields, and I'm assuming they'll bring shielded units up front. We will see. Same thing over here. However, on this side, on the right-hand flank, I am also bringing all my archers. So this is kind of, I guess, the risky part about this plan, is that I'm going to try and just smash into this right-hand side, use all my archers, you know, whittle down the numbers here and try break in this side, and then we can get behind them, and so on. With it being raining, I'm not sure if fire arrows are going to work and if we can burn down these towers, but if I can, I will. And that's it really. That's going to be the plan. There isn't much else I can do, to be honest, other than attack head on here. So this might be why the balance of power was lower than I was expecting, because of the terrain, but we'll see. Let's see how it goes. I'll start the battle. I don't think we'll have to really wait or cut fast forward or anything like that, because we're going to probably be straight in, which I think we are. I don't think these guys need to move that far. I'm actually going to group our archers up as well, just so that they can start to shoot. Let's actually start shooting them at the towers and see if we can burn them down. Again, with it raining, pretty sure any fires are just going to go out, but we'll see. Saying that, it has gone up. Let's try the other one. But again, just because it's gone up doesn't necessarily mean it's going to continue burning with the rain. Although, yeah, it does look like it is, so that's good. Now, let's move these guys in over here. These axemen are the ones I want in first. Whatever reason they're not running.
Move out quickly.
Guess we do the same thing over this side as well. And with my archers, let's take them off fire arrows and get them shooting at their archers in the back. Keep the general with them as well because she gives them some buffs.
Look, the enemy run.
And yeah, spearmen I'm just keeping in reserve, I think. Again, we've not managed to break through any of these places yet. Oh my god. So they used oil at the front gate there and absolutely decimated my guys. You know what, I'm just going to pull them back. Send in the spearmen instead. Damn, I didn't see it, but I mean, I'm sure they took massive casualties there. Hopefully they've not done the same thing on this side. I really hope they haven't. That's pretty terrible. Again, we'll just try and focus down their archers over here, I think. I'm not sure if shooting out of the woods like this makes it more difficult for them to hit. I'm not sure. Either way, let's just move them just in case, get them out of there. Looks like they're actually pulling back on this side. And we got absolutely battered on that side. Where are my spearmen? My spearmen have just died as well. Did they just run through the fire and die? I'm not sure. They might have done. That's really frustrating. Now, I'm actually just going to pull my cav in over this side. I don't want them to get shot by those towers, so we'll pull them back all the way to here, I guess. That's a shame. Yeah, I think our guys got absolutely trounced there. But I'm not sure how, though. I mean, yeah, okay, these initial guys, yeah, they got hurt by this oil, whatever. Actually, they're not running through it, the enemy, to chase me, so I'm guessing it probably hurt them as well. Or it will hurt them if they continue to go through it.
Look, the enemy run.
Well, it's a shame, but there we go. There we go. That's what it is. Let's keep these guys moving up as well. Hopefully, at least we can break through on this right-hand side. I guess that's the main thing that we want to focus on for now. And we can come at them from this side. I guess we'll end up fighting them here. I guess now that the fire's gone out, we can send... Actually, they've got no spearmen there, so maybe we can just send our cabin. Well, let's do it. Let's send the cabin.
Your noble comrade has been attacked.
I think this should be alright. I think they'll manage it. And I'm not too sure why she's running, because I did have it on... Oh, she must have run out of ammo. Never mind. Let's just get her out of there, either way. Continue shooting at these guys, please. And you lot do your thing. And now let's get the cav charging against these guys. I think we should be fine. There's no spearmen there. A few archers, but they shouldn't cause too many problems, I wouldn't have thought. Got Sun Ren leading the charge as well. Boom. Should do it. I think we'll win this engagement here. I mean, we've not got the best cav, but neither have they. So.
The enemy warriors are running.
There we go, some of them running already. Archers, shoot at the right people, please. That's it, shoot these guys. I mean, I think we're going to win this, but yeah, we lost some units that we really didn't need to lose, and it's due to that, yeah, that oil they put down. Which is quite clever of them, really, but never mind. Okay, so now these guys are, well, they have no one to shoot at, no archers to shoot at anyway. They're going to break pretty soon. Looks like my guy's actually going to break pretty soon as well, so let's get my general up. Ah, there we go, we've won it. But we don't need to spend any time chasing these guys. We won the battle, that's the main thing. We can always spend a bit of time recovering these units back, but yeah, that's unnecessary losses we didn't need to take, and it's, yeah, I just didn't notice. I don't think that showed up actually until they set it on fire, so maybe I couldn't see it, but either way. Right, I'll see you guys back on the campaign map then.
China is closer to reunification.
Cool, so yeah, we'll get some money, and we'll also get some heroism, I would have thought. As usual, but yeah, we did lose two full units and took a battering on some others as well, so... That's annoying, but never mind. Lesson learned, I guess.
My power rises with the sun.
So we've got Sun Ren herself has leveled up. Is there another horse we can give her, actually? No, I think that's the best one that we've got to give her. Now then, what ability do we want to give her here? What's Nature's Ally? So that increases morale and speed. The passive ability? Yeah, that's not actually that bad, especially if you've got, for, you know, cavalry. He tends to lead the cav. Yeah, you know what, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Oh. Nope, someone else actually
Tempt my ire.
leveled up as well. Yeah, what do we want to give her? Don't think she's the administrator of anywhere. None of these kind of help, really. Increasing the rate of wall and settlement damage during sieges is not a bad one. Armor-piercing damage for the whole army is good. Yeah, you know what, let's go with that one. That's not a bad ability to have at all. Alright, these guys are going to have to sit and recover for a little while. It's going to take them longer than I would probably like. Saying that, not much of an army here. A little bit of a garrison, though. I mean, we might be able to besiege them, we'll see. We'll get our supplies up and everything and get recovered as best we can, and then head over there. I think that's all the armies that we wanted to move for this turn. It is, so that's good. Now again, let's just turn our attention to kind of our economy. And we do want to take, or rather build, where we can in order to increase prestige. This doesn't increase prestige at all. Or it already is giving us 5 prestige. Upgrading it keeps that the same. We're already upgrading the main settlement there as well, which will increase prestige. What else have we got? More income from commerce. Not a bad one. Upgrade. Yeah, let's go for it. A bit more money can't hurt. And I guess the buildings I'm kind of looking for here are ones that are going to give me prestige. That's our main focus at the moment, I think. Also have this here as well. It's currently giving us 300 income from industry. But we can upgrade it. Again, prestige stays the same. Let's actually just have a look. We need to fully upgrade this to get the prestige to increase. So let's continue on that road for now. I think that's it. We shouldn't spend any more money, I don't think. Let's keep a bit of a reserve if we can. And yeah, that's everyone, so let's end the turn there. Alright then, so we've been offered a non-aggression pact by Si Zhenshu, and they live, kind of see it just here. Just to the north of Cao Cao. I think I'll accept this. They're going to pay me a little bit of money for it as well. Why not?
A pleasing foundation to build upon.
So one thing I did notice about Si Zhenshu there was that they're actually the vassal of the Kingdom of Song, so that could be an issue. But I guess if I don't directly attack them, which I'm not planning on doing, then it shouldn't affect my trustworthiness or anything like that. We'll see. Anyway, I've got an event here, Mirror Mirror. You ask this general the cause of their recent somber moods, hoping to put your considerable powers to help alleviate them. When they confess it's merely that no one has complimented their new silken robes, you have to suppress your laughter. So we actually lost some satisfaction for 20 turns for Tengji. That's a shame. Let's continue with the campaign then against Yan Bahu. Probably do this turn for this episode. Let's see. Yeah, why are these so difficult to take? Like, this is going to be a Pyrrhic victory as well. Completely outnumber them. Is it again the case of the terrain's like in their favour or something? I'm not sure. Although it is saying that I'm actually going to be deploying less troops than them. I'm sure that's not right. Or is it? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to stab them out.
To arms!
We'll get the numbers right down. I don't want to eat what we kind of did with Sunren's army this again. Looks like I actually lost all my spearmen were the ones that I lost in that fire. They were at the back, I think. That's probably why. Or at the front, rather. Anyway, we'll leave these guys here for another turn, I think. Don't think we're in any danger of one of Cao Cao's armies moving in here to take this settlement. The only thing I can see happening is that I think this stack has grown since last turn. It does look like they've recruited some troops here, which could mean that they... Well, if I don't besiege it quickly, they might end up with a big full stack there or something. Can't get to them this turn anyway, though, so I think I'll just stay where I am for now. The other option is I go besiege them with this army and I leave the eastern side, just leave that to Cao Cao. You know what? I might do that. It's not a bad plan, to be fair. So yeah, let's go besiege here.
To battle!
I'm not looking to actually fight them with just this army. I'm going to send Sunren in as well.
For honor!
Which actually we might just do right now. Just get them in place.
Follow the heart.
Just to dissuade them from attacking us, I guess. Not that it would be a massive issue if they did. Cool, so we've got some buildings completed again, that's good. Income's looking good, food's looking good as well. Still got some buildings yet to finish. Let's check on our prestige. Oh, we've actually made quite an impact there, that's good. So we only need 31 more points. Prestige. We've made 21 points in the last couple of turns. Probably from these buildings we've been making, so we'll continue with that. And this last thing to do here is get Chang Diao's army to pop themselves back into normal stance and go attack. We've actually got Yellow Turban rebels out there as well. We are going to have to make some siege equipment, fortunately. I don't know why I always make 3 bits when I pretty much every single time I've attacked them after the first turn, but never mind.
We strike as one blade!
But yeah, that'll be good because it looks like Shi Wu is going to take this settlement here, and yeah, Beijian isn't too far away. So I do definitely want to get these settlements kind of wrapped up as quickly as possible. I don't think there's much else for us to do in this particular turn. That is basically everyone moved. I think. Yeah, it is. Right, let's check on our reforms. I think we should still look to increase food production. I think it's this one here, agricultural tax relief, that gives us, yeah, the grain estates, irrigated paddy fields. Yeah, they increase food production, I think. Yep, we'll go with that one. That might have actually just given us the option to do some of those upgrades. Let's have a look. Yep, there's one here, so we'll go with that one. One here as well. There's not one here. Can actually upgrade the main settlement again, but I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like if I do it too quickly, we're going to be using a lot of food. It jumps from 16 to 24, so that's 8 food. We're only 5 prestige, which is kind of the main thing I'm looking at right now. It does give us another building slot though, so I guess we can maybe create some more food. Result of it. Anyway, let's just continue upgrading these food buildings as where we can. More food, the better. We might not actually have enough money to upgrade them all. He's actually giving some prestige as well, I've just realised. It's really good. That's not one of those buildings. Not there either. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think the ones that we were just building there, just find one of them again. Yeah, they give an extra bit of prestige as well. That's good. Hopefully within a few turns then we should get up to kingdom. Yep, all the armies then that wanted to move have now moved, so I don't think there's anything left for us to do. So I think with that, guys, we're going to end the episode there. So if you made it this far, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you've got any tips or feedback for me, leave those down in the comments below. If you like the episode, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, why not hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. With that all said, guys, I will see you on the next one.